NFTs have been the topic of discussion in the art and financial world for some time now. Recently, there have been numerous reports and speculations regarding the use of NFTs in money laundering activities. Welcome to RichAddict. In today's video, we will be looking at the link between NFTs and money laundering activities in recent times. Non-fungible tokens, or NFTs as they are often called, have captured the interest of many and are the focus of much excitement. Even those who aren't necessarily active in the NFT space are watching closely. So, what are NFTs anyway? NFTs are pieces of digital content linked to the blockchain, the digital database underpinning cryptocurrencies. Unlike cryptocurrencies, NFTs cannot be replaced or exchanged with an identical one of the same value, which is why they are referred to as non-fungible. Decentralized currencies have been used in the past to carry out money laundering activities. However, they are nowhere near as useful as NFTs. Unlike NFTs, digital currencies are quite traceable since they leave a footprint of the history of transactions through the blockchain. The subjectivity of NFTs makes it difficult for lawmakers and regulators to keep a close eye on it. This is why NFTs have recently been the target of money laundering, a trend that originates from the art world and is likely to continue into the future. Part of what makes NFTs so appealing is the high level of secrecy around factors that are typically traceable, such as locations, source of funds, and identities. The personal information of the individuals that operate in the NFT space are mostly kept private. But when NFTs are being sold for tens of millions of dollars, it is hard not to assume that there are at least some illegal activities going on, especially since the art pieces being sold are purely digital and cannot be interacted with physically. It is not at all surprising that NFTs have become such a popular way to move funds. Besides, is it even truly possible to determine the value of NFTs? Especially since factors that are usually used to determine worth, such as historical context and cultural significance, are mostly absent. The individuals behind this activity typically purchase NFTs from themselves using illicit funds and claim that it is a legitimate art purchase, a process which helps them to avoid taxes. The numerous reports of the use of NFTs in money laundering activities indicates that they are being used in a way similar to the use of physical art in money laundering. When compared to physical art, NFTs have lower hurdles for money launderers. Non-fungible tokens operate in a gray area, and this makes it especially difficult for governments to crack down on money laundering activities. Even countries like China that have cracked down on cryptocurrencies seem unable to develop and implement a regulatory framework for the NFT space. NFTs are virtual assets and as such are decentralized, anonymous, and borderless. The Chinese government is reportedly planning to establish a regulatory framework that involves the creation of a licensing system that covers all owners and operators of NFTs. It is likely that this action will be echoed across the globe if it proves effective in tackling the growing problem of NFT misuse. A recent United States bill seeks to incorporate digital assets into existing financial regulatory structures. This is another attempt to crack down on potential or perhaps inevitable illegal activities within the NFT space. It would help to direct regulators to create rules for decentralized finance and possibly create a charter for crypto exchanges, among other measures. However, attempts at establishing regulatory facilities have not been very successful, especially since there has been a lot of debate over which agencies should be at the forefront of the crackdown. There is also the question of whether NFTs should be considered art pieces or security assets? This is a difficult question, but it is necessary if legal complications are to be avoided. We should also point out that the longer it takes for regulatory bodies to be established, the more time money launderers will have to flourish and come up with innovative ways to keep beating the system. And the truth is that financial crimes are moving much faster than regulations can be enforced. While the government is still trying to figure out what NFTs even are, criminals are infiltrating and dominating the market. It is unlikely that the government has ever faced a foe this complex and elusive. Unless institutions develop their onboarding, monitoring, and surveillance systems, they will remain a large step behind the money launderers. However, it is unclear if private financial institutions will be willing to probe their high net worth client base and investigate the source of their clients' wealth and funding, as well as the significance of their NFT purchases. NFT platforms can expect increased attention on their obligations to prevent money laundering from taking place. This will force them to be more intentional about gaining the necessary information to ensure that their client base is keeping to the law. Financial institutions are encouraged to take the time to understand this new trend and its potential risks. They can do this by using tools such as entity resolution technology to consolidate data from across the institution and expand it with external data in order to gain a corporate consumer and counterparty view. This will help financial institutions develop a fuller knowledge of their clients' network in order to successfully detect suspicious money flows and connections. It is important for financial institutions and institutions that participate in the art trade to prioritize regulatory compliance and that they ensure that their clients' art transactions are law-abiding. Similarly, NFT platforms will also likely see increasing focus on their legal Know Your Customer, anti-money laundering obligations to help them understand their client base and report on the risks they present. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, you can let us know by hitting the like button. To be among the first to know when we drop a new video, subscribe and hit the bell button for regular notifications. Until next time, have a great day.